Assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, today is a new day. Okay, today I will start on the continuation of introduction to companies. So now we're coming to the statutory records and annual returns. Okay, because I do have some requests from students from overseas, I would just like you to know that I am referring more to Malaysian companies law. So it might have a little bit differs from your own country's company law, Companies Act. Okay, so please bear this in mind. Okay, a limited company having a share capital has the statutory duty to keep and maintain update information on its records and books, such as registered of members, registered of director, okay, so forth. All of these are being done by the company secretary, okay, not by the accountant, but by the company secretary. So these are documentations that need to be kept if we have a company. Okay, it is also required to prepare an annual return made up to the date of the AGM of the company, not later than 14 days after the date of the AGM. Okay, annual return is not just annual financial statement. Okay, there are other documents which are made up to be an annual return and being sent to the Companies Commission of Malaysia. So annual financial statement is just one of it. Annual return, you have the audit report, you have the accounts, and then you have other documentation. Usually the company secretary would know what are the documents needed. Okay, so a listed company, there will be a lot of other requirements set by the Bursa Malaysia. So usually they have to prepare a quarterly basis report. Okay, but since we are more concentrating on the company, private company and limited company, so I think we will just narrow it down, because it's going to be quite long if I were to touch on other listed company and so forth. Okay, so just to make it easy for you to understand, okay, so if a company is has been set up, okay, usually they have to do a financial, they have to have a 12 months financial period. Okay, so supposedly it's between January until 31st of December. Okay, so you need to have an audit. You have to audit the account. So after financial year end, usually between this period, you have to prepare your financial statement. Okay, and you have to get it ready. Then you have to call in the auditor. So I'm saying this is based on the Sendirian Berhad company in Malaysia. So you have to call in your auditor to have it audited. Okay, so the latest will be about 4 months. Okay, that's why the auditor. Then after that, okay, within 6 months after your financial year end, you have to call for an AGM, annual general meeting. Okay, so whatever you have closed for the year and it has been audited, so any amendments that have been made, okay, then you have prepared your financial statement, then you have to send it to your shareholders, and then you have to call for an AGM. So you will, during the AGM, so the shareholders have the right to ask about the company's financial performance and whatever not. Okay, and then between that, because the annual return has to be submitted within 6 months, so the latest will be 31st July. So that means if your AGM is on the 30th of June, so after that you have to submit to your CCM. So this annual return will comprises of whatever documents required that you have to send to the CCM. Okay, these are just summarize of whatever which is stated here. Okay, alright, so now we will go into the capital structure. Okay, the capital structure is more telling us about the capital of the company, which will be comprises of share capital and debt capital. Okay, so this is going to be a long topic, so let me pause this for a while.